fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
A nice little juke. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joshua Hines-Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver?
Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Hines-Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Still going inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 54 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Dolphins nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions or but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Being chased out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's Hill, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He completes it to Hunter. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And let's just go ahead and list all the things Scout saw when he was coming out of LSU. Tracks the ball easily. Great vertical speed. Plays above the rib. Excellent catch radius and has good contact strength. That led to 17 touchdowns scored last year, which led college football.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
19 right, track 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Cardinal. Set. Hut, hut.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Down the right sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. At the 6-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mark Andrews, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's got his target. That's complete. Jones breaking from the contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Let's go.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
He'll look to throw.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 4. Throw caught by Achane.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that one.
And he will take it in from Dolphins touchdown.
Zay Flowers
from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And the slot man goes in motion left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5.
Back to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas
With his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jags answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
Connecting with Andrews. He's across midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Achane gets it from the gun.
Shoves him aside near the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start this